We are now in 1C, still the theory part of the 2021 BECE for mathematics. And you know, for theory, you are required to show all workings. Solve the equation 5x minus 3 over 4 equals 3x plus 1 over 6. This here is an equation with fraction. And you know how you deal with equations with fractions, right? You clear the fractions. How do you clear the fractions? By multiplying through by the LCM of the denominator. What is the LCM of 4 and 6? LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So we multiply through by 12. Multiply through by 12. So 4 into 12, that is 3. So 3 will multiply what's up here. This will give us 3, 5x minus 3. Then here, 6 into 12 is 2. So 2 will multiply everything here. 2, 3x plus 1. Now I'm going to open the brackets. 3 will multiply 5x. It will also multiply minus 3. 2 will multiply 3x. It will also multiply 1. And this will give us 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 1 is 2. Now we collect like terms. We take the x's together. This will be 15x. As 6x crosses the equal sign, becomes minus 6x. As minus 9 crosses the equal sign, it becomes plus 9. And so we have 15x minus 6x. That will give us 9x. 2 plus 9 is 11. To get x, I have to get rid of 9 by dividing by 9. What I do on one side, I have to do on the other side. So now x is equal to 11 over 9. 11 over 9 is an improper fraction. We can change it to a mixed number. 9 into 11, that will be 1. Remainder 2, which 9 will still share. So we have one whole number, 2 over 9, as the value of x. X equals to one whole number, 2 over 9. Good, good, good. Let's move on to question 2. The table below shows how Mrs. Ann spent the last month's salary. Right on the left-hand side, these are the items, and on the right-hand side, the percentage that each item took out of her last month's salary. The question is, represent the above information using a pie chart. Right? So this one now, this is a frequency table. We want to change this frequency table to a pie chart. How do we do that? You know, in a pie chart, each item will occupy a sector, and based on how large or small the item is, that will determine the size of the sector or the angle of the sector. So the first thing we need to do is to know what are the sizes or the angles that each of these sectors will have. Or we call it the sectoral angle. What will be the sectoral angle of house rent, of food, of savings, of general maintenance, and of others? Let's go right there. For house rent we would have the percentage that house rent occupies. Percentage is 15% times the total angle. When you combine all the sectors together, you get 360, right? The total angle in a cycle, that is 360. So 0 cancel 0, 5 can go into 10, that would be 2 times 5 into 15 is 3. 2 can go into 36, that is 18. So we now have 3 times 18. 3 times 18 is 54. So 54 degrees is the sectoral angle for house rent. Quickly, let's get for others. Food, that is 30% times 360 degrees. 0 cancel 0, this 0 cancel this 0. 3 times 36 is 108. So 108 degrees is the sectoral angle for food. The next one is savings. And that's how many percent? That's 25%. So we have 25 over 100 times the total angle, which is 360. This 0 cancel this 0. 10. 5 into 10 is 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 2 can go into 36, that will be 18. Now 5 times 18 is 90. So I have 90 degrees. Moving on to general maintenance. General maintenance. That's how many percent? That is 20%. So we have 20 over 100 times the angle, which is 360. 0 cancel 0, 0 here, 0. 2 times 36 is 72. 72 degrees is for general maintenance. Now others. Others is 10%. Others equals 10% times 360 degrees. This will give us this 0 cancel this 0, this cancel this 0. We have 36 degrees. Good. So these are the angles or the degrees that each of these items will take. And when you add them up, you will get 360. If you add 54 plus 108 plus 90 plus 72 plus 36, you will get 360. If it doesn't sum up to 360, then something is wrong. Okay? Something is wrong with your calculation. The next thing is to draw the pie chart. To draw the pie chart. You know how you draw pie chart? You draw a cycle. Then with your protractor, you can now measure out these individual angles. I'll show you how to do that quickly. So hold on. So the first thing I'll do would be to get my compass, open it to a reasonable radius. When you open it to a reasonable radius, you now lock it, okay? So that it will not be wobbling. You lock it and place it in a good position on your paper, maybe at the center, something like this. Let me use this. Then you draw a cycle. You draw a cycle. Once you're done with the cycle, you don't need this again, so take it out. Then I'll bring my ruler. I'll need ruler and protractor. Ruler and protractor. Measure these angles. So I'll first draw one of the lines. It doesn't matter which one you start with. So there's no rule as touching which of the items to start with. Just draw a line from the center to the circumference. Then you bring your protractor and start measuring the angles. Start measuring the angles. Most times for things like this, but this is not like construction where we measure to check that your measurement is very, very accurate. It doesn't have to be exactly like perfect, but it should be reasonable. Do you understand? So don't waste so much time trying to make sure that all your angles are perfect. Okay, let's start with house rent. House rent is 54 degrees. So you put this is how to measure with your protractor. You put the center, you can see this point. This is the center of the protractor. You place it on the center of the cycle. like this, and then make sure that the line that you draw is on the 0 mark. You can see the 0 mark. This is it. Okay. All right. Now from the 0, you will read up. You are reading from 0 up. Now we want to measure 54 degrees. This 0, this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then we need 4 more. We trace it up to this. This is 50, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 54 here. You now mark it. I've marked it. Remove your protractor, bring your ruler and join that point that you marked to the center of the cycle. Join it to the center of the cycle. All right? Hold on. So I want to join this to the center of the cycle. Of course, if this is not a digital ruler, would be done with this by now, but it takes more skill to handle this. All right, so this is 54 degrees and this is for house rent. You can now write 54 degrees, then house rent. Okay, take out the ruler, write 54 degrees. 54 degrees. And then you write house rent. Then you do the same thing for others. Let me do one more and we'll call it a day. Let me bring my protractor. Then I'll turn this up to that line, the next line, okay? And then measure the next sector. For this one, let me measure 108 degrees, which is for food. 108 degrees. This is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. Before 100, before 110 is 108, right? So we've gotten 100. So we go 8 steps for these small marks. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here is 108. You mark it, remove the protractor, bring your ruler, and that's how you get to bring your ruler like this. Okay. As I said before, this is not construction, so nobody will be checking using to measure if you measured it exactly. You don't need to. Nobody will take out mark from you because it was not exactly what it is. All right, so this is 108. You mark it 108, and then you write what this sector is for. This is for food. This is for food. This one is for house rent. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and this brings us to the end of the 2021 BECE Mathematics. I'll see you in the next year.